that. Is it unlocked? Okay, sorry. How did you like the first stop? Did you enjoy it? Very good. I'm so glad to hear that. I do have to say, from all these three islands we are visiting, for me, for example, me personally, this is my favorite one because it's tiny, because it's small. We are now heading out. The next island we get to see is the island which we are going to visit as our last stop. Meaning for now we are skipping this, but something I do want you to know. On this one, we have the possibility of ordering lunch for you ahead. We had many people, we do this for many years. I'm a part of this tour for almost 15 years. So based on the experience we have sometimes people who prefer to have lunch ready as soon as they arrive to the island. So there is that option. Downstairs, inside, there is two menus. And it's two of them because there is two sides of the island. The side where we are going to dock is on the other side further. It's a side of the island called Bay of Elaphiti. It's the only settlement. It's where actually everything is concentrated. There is beautiful summer residences. There is a rector's palace, a beautiful Franciscan monastery. Additionally to that, plenty of natural sandy beaches. Still, this side we get to see right here, this corner around the edge. That's the other side, and that's the side I would only recommend to people who like to be at places where you're surrounded more by nature. So once on this side, there is a huge beach, all in one. It's called Shun. It's a sandy natural beach. It's kind of very famous, and that what makes it famous is, first of all, it's a sandy beach. Second thing is the water level. It stays up to the knee for 50 meters into the sea. So when walking around there, you feel like a giant. So that place would be for those people who prefer to be at a site where it's more nature. And there, when we arrive, of course, I will tell you where to find us. The cost of the taxis is €3 per person, one direction. So for one person to go to the beach and come back to the boat, it's €6. So if you decide to visit that, then we have a restaurant which offers a menu on that side. I do want you to know, if you are planning to do that, you should let us know downstairs before we come to the next stop, the island of Shipan. I'm telling you ahead so they know how much of food to prepare and how many people to expect. So that would be that part. That's what I want to mention here while we are passing this coastline. First of all, we are leaving behind the area where the sun gardens are located. That would be our biggest complex in the Republic. It's a resort, like with the main building, the hotel, and it's almost like a small village for itself. That would be a place where lots of conferences take place, or when we have the visit of huge groups riding through. Second thing you get to see here at 2 o'clock, you can see that small village. It's called Trsteno. Trsteno would be my recommendation for you in case you still have a bit of time left in Dubrovnik and you have no certain plans. So from Dubrovnik to your city, you need about 20 minutes only of driving to arrive there. And the reason why I would recommend visiting Trsteno is because of the Arboretum. The Arboretum is a place which was formed already in the 15th century. It was formed by a highborn family of Dubrovnik. Vučetić is their last name. They own ships just like the one we are on, meaning Karaka is actually a model of a merchant ship of Dubrovnik's Republic. This one was made exactly after the drawings of the archives of Dubrovnik, meaning today we are not only sharing with you the visit to the islands, we are really sharing with you a huge piece of history of Dubrovnik. So that family, they decided to build their summer residence with a huge garden at that scene for the tasting tour. The tasting tour on the island of Shipan is completely different than the one we had on the first island. Our host is going to be Antonia. Antonia is a lovely lady living there with her family, and in reality I'm bringing you to their home, meaning we will sit at their terrace. Antonia always prepares beautiful things. So for example, something people I see Something people like the most is her freshly homemade focaccia bread. Usually when we get there, it's still warm. Something else she serves additionally to the focaccia bread is fresh cheese. Then besides that, she will serve you their own olive oil, cherry tomatoes, for example, the wine they are producing. I would not call it just tasting, because it's more, let's say bigger snack, meaning there is lots of focaccia bread, lots of cheese, lots of olive oil, and of course that one glass of wine. The cost of that tasting tour would be €10 per person. Antonia is not that modern like Ante on the first island. She only has the possibility to accept cash as a way of payment. In case, guys, you don't have cash on you, there is sometimes sites around the islands we are visiting that only take cash. On each of these islands, there is cash machines. So if you need to withdraw cash, you just let me know, and I will point out the cash machines to you. I will now let you enjoy the views. Again, I repeat, if you need anything, please let us know. And in about 10-15 minutes of time, I will be back with you again. Thank you. Almost like a fortified system. It's actually surrounded by a wall, 2 fortresses. It's going to be our meeting place for the history tour. I repeat, you have 3 options. You can go on your own. There is beautiful beaches, one to the left, a pebblestone beach surrounded by pine woods, which offers shade as well. On the right hand side, there is a second beach, which is always in sun during this time of the day. Second option would be that history tour, like I told you before. It's only short, and you can combine it either with your free time on your own, or you can decide to join the tasting tour where I will walk with you to Antonia's home. Most important part would be our departure time. Our departure time would be 12:45. Please, everybody should be back on board at 12:40, and 12:45 is departure time. For those of you who go on their own, you can, for example, decide to go for a beautiful walk as well. Next to that summer residence, that fortified system, there is a beautiful street leading you up, so you can go all the way up, and that street offers you a half circle, meaning you can return back again at the same bay at the left hand side, because that same road goes into the circle. If you decide to do that, you will be walking places where you're surrounded by lots of vineyards, lots of olive trees. It's really that place where lots of wine production and olive oil production is still being done. I do have to say we are very similar to our neighbors, Italians, regarding cuisine. Meaning for all of us in Dubrovnik, olive oil, it has to have a certain quality, and for example, many people from Dubrovnik tend to buy their olive oil coming from the island of Šipa. You will see a couple of very small shops at the bay where locals offer certain products. For example, one of those I would mention, that would be the Green Captain. They offer as well their own wine, but besides that, they offer the flour made out of carob. Carob is something very specific to us. Those of you who went with me for that hiking tour, we actually got to see the tree of carobs. We call it natural chocolate in Dubrovnik, and one can buy that flour at that Green Captain's small shop. Again, I repeat, 12:45 departure time, 12:40 everybody back on board. Whatever you decided, have lots of fun. And I forgot to tell you, for all of you who need to withdraw cash, at the beginning, when we exit the boat, next to the first cafe to the left, it's actually hidden in the bushes, there is an ATM machine if you need it. So see you outside for the history tour.
Para poderlo estirar. Hasta hasta adentro poderlo estirar.
It always does.